Bienvenue à la Sea Turtle Conservancy à Tortuguero au Costa Rica où je viens de déposer donc aujourd'hui 350 € grâce à vos dons et participations sur la cagnotte en ligne. Voilà, et je vous laisse avec Rimena qui est en charge de l'accueil des visiteurs ici et du parcours pédagogique. Elle a plein de choses à nous raconter sur la STC et plein de conseils pratiques aussi et une petite sensibilisation et piqûre de rappel sur les bonnes pratiques à avoir. Et je remercie aussi Santiago qui est le coordinateur du site et qui m'a permis de réaliser du coup cette interview. Voilà, et merci surtout à vous pour votre participation. C'est ça que je veux faire entre autres de ce voyage. Merci.
I am Jimena Gutierrez. I'm from Mexico. I am the visitor center coordinator. I've been here for 3 years and a half. I started as a research assistant. I was supposed to be here just for 2 months and a half, but I ended up staying as a volunteer for 6 months, and then I am still here. So the STC is the Sea Turtle Conservancy. We are the longest running project of sea turtle conservation in the world. We have been working as an organization. We have been working here since 1959, but the work started with Archie Carr. Archie Carr was an herpetologist from the University of Florida, and he was one of the first researchers that wondered about sea turtle. He ended up here by a recommendation of a friend. He came in 1952. In 1956, he published a book called The Windward Road, and then in 1959, the Caribbean Conservation Corporation was created. That was the previous name of the Sea Turtle Conservancy. And since then, we've been monitoring the nesting population here in Tortuguero. We have been able to perfectionate all the methodologies that we use in the monitoring of sea turtles. And right now, we are also there's always new things to look in the turtles, and there have been so many studies done about the turtles, but we still don't know a lot about the turtles. There are a lot of mysteries around them that we still need to keep looking in. We try to keep a close relationship with the community because they are the owners of the resources that we have here in the area. We have the Junior Research Assistant Project. That's kids in the age of high school. They get trained and they come with us in specific patrols, like short patrols. But they come with us, they participate in the monitoring. Sometimes they even know more about the turtles than our actual research assistants. We also have a project that it's called eco-labeling, that we're working with another 3 organizations in town, with the National Park, the Association of Development, and another volunteer association, and we're trying to impulse better activities from local establishments about recycling, composting, and depending on how many activities they do or how many effort they apply on improving the way that their establishments work, we award them with a gold, a silver, or a bronze medal. We've been working also very close with the community in the direct conservation of turtles, because first the people were started to be attracted to come here to see the turtles, and then we started having more and more people. So first we organize, the organization helped the community to organize like a group of tour guides, so the people were not just dispersed around the beach disturbing turtles. So compared to the previous, like the 2 years ago, we are having a better year, but compared with 2016, it's not such a great year. The problem with turtles, to know if we are doing a good job or a bad job, is we really need to look at the bigger picture, because the numbers fluctuate a lot through years. They don't come every year, they come every 2 or 3 years. So the numbers are like crazy different. There are so many things that we cannot control that are happening in the ocean, that maybe we will never have the great number that we had in 2016, or even in 2010 we had a crazy year. Like we had turtles from May until November. So we hope that at some point we have that again, but the situation of the ocean is so unstable that we don't know if we are going to achieve those numbers. It's all that we humans do. It's because when they are little, when they are hatchlings, everything feeds from sea turtles. They have a lot of predators on the coastal areas or in the ocean, small fish, big fish, everything feeds from sea turtles. but that's kind of a natural, like it's a cycle. Like they have been working like that for millions of years, but in recent times the problem is all that we humans have been doing to the oceans. For example, with the turtles, the plastic makes a big deal. It depends also on different species. It affects them in different ways, but they can confuse plastic or plastic bags with food, and that gets goes into the system and stops their system. Or in the case, for example, loggerheads, that they are used to eat hard things, that goes, like the pieces of plastic can go through their system, but then the problem is that the chemicals that were in the plastic stays in their system, and that affects them in different ways. One of the problems that we've been seeing, or that we think that might happen, is the change with climate change. They go to other areas after they nest here to feed in foraging areas, but then with climate change, the production of the seagrass beds is changing. It's not as fast as it used to, and also with the ocean acidification, it also affects that. And also with climate change, one of the problems is that the sex of the turtles is determined by the temperature inside the nest. So if the temperature rises, we have more females than males. Then at the end, like in the long term, that can be a problem because we're not having the same ratio with females and males, and that maybe will become a problem during reproductive times. So directly, you can go to the webpage and you can donate, you can adopt a turtle. And if you would like to become even more involved with us, you can become an eco-volunteer. You can come here to Tortuguero for 1 or 2 weeks and participate directly with us in the monitoring activities. But also in your daily lives, what you can do is just think more about your consumption habits, because it's not only about turtles, it's also about all the species in the world, like in our planet, that the way that we live, it's affecting them. So if we make more conscious choices about all the things and the way that we live, maybe we can make an improvement on that, and we can help to make a better world for everybody. There are different things that I do depending on where I am, because
Sure.
like for example over here, like being away from the city is very easy to be a better person, because you don't have these big shops telling you that you need things that you don't really need. But like some small changes that you can also start doing is, for example, I am not completely vegetarian, but I'm reducing my meat consumption. I'm also like with my clothes, I try not, if something breaks, I need not to buy new ones, but to fix them. Also, I'm avoiding plastic bags, like everything that you can avoid that comes in a plastic package. Like if you can find that in a way that it doesn't have a plastic package, I choose that one over the one with plastic. And just small things that you don't need, like all the chemicals that you put in your hair that maybe you don't need, or the creams, or just be more conscious about like your garbage, not to throw it everywhere, to recycle.
I'm about to give like a donation of $350 for the STC, and we can add a number 2 on this board because we're gonna adopt like 2 turtles today. Yeah, so let's go.